What's up guys, Anthony here with Empire Music, and today I'm showing you the brand new Fender Vintera 60s Mustang bass. Super cool instrument, and we'll get into some of the sounds and some of the specs on it. But before we do that, as I always ask you to do, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like it on Facebook, share it on Facebook, like it on Instagram, talk about it to your friends and family, let them know that we're here. Empire Music in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, massive Fender dealer, Gibson, Taylor, Martin, tons of pedals and effects. We kind of have everything covered here, as well as awesome repair service that we do here. Our in-house tech is excellent. So anything for your guitar needs, we're obviously here for you. Phone number to the shop's 412-343-5299. You can drop us a line on any social media avenue that you're currently watching this on. We always appreciate hearing from you. So, Fender Vintera 60s Mustang bass. Short scale bass, 30 scale, 30 inches. So not to bridge, 30 inches. Past few years, short scale basses have made quite a triumphant comeback. Not that they were ever gone, but it seems like nowadays everyone wants to have one in their arsenal. And you also see first time players gravitating towards them because it's a shorter scale length. You see kids, even if they've been playing or not, like them because they're short. You see guitar players moving over to bass like them because it's a little bit easier to navigate through it. And sonically, if you're a bass player that's been playing, let's say 34 scale, 35 scale instruments for a long time, then a 30 inch is gonna sound a little bit different. So it's adding kind of a new color into your arsenal there, whether it's on a gig or a recording session. Short scale basses certainly have their place, and they can do some really nice things. So that said, what's in it? Well, it's got a 60s, like a vintage 60s split coil. It looks like a P-bass pickup, like a narrowed down, smaller version of it, but that's a 60s split coil Mustang pickup. On the neck, it's got a mid 60s C shape on it. So not super slim, not super chunky, very comfortable, fits the hand very well. 7 1/4 radius, so the fretboard is a little rounder than what we see in a lot of basses, which might be like a 9 1/2 radius. That also feels really good too. 19 fret, it's got an alder body on it, it's got a Pal Faro fretboard. 1.625, I think that's like 41 millimeters wide at the nut there. So not quite the jazz bass nut, a little different than a P-bass nut as far as the width. String spacing feels super good on it. They're just a lot of fun to play, no doubt about it. Let me show you a couple sounds that we can get out of it. You just have a volume and you have a tone control. That's all we got. So just fingerstyle playing, super nice. I'll let you hear it. Real nice punchy sound that comes out of it. You hear a little bit extra snap than what you would typically get out of a 34 scale because these strings aren't quite as taut as what you get out of that longer scale bass. You know, the longer scale length tightens up that string a little bit. So these feel super good. We pull the pick out, and I think this is kind of where I love short scale basses played with a pick. I'm not often a pick player on gigs, but sometimes it'll call for it. But a bass like this, and maybe it's like the Justin Meldal Johnson syndrome, because we always see JMJ play his Mustang bass with a pick. Not always, but a lot of times you hear it. It's got a real cool sound to it as well. I'll let you hear it. Super cool. Not much of a slap bass, but it is really cool for like palm muting type stuff. So same type of passage, but with the palm muting where your fleshy part of your hands muting the string here and you're playing with your thumb, index finger, sometimes middle finger too. Same deal. So super cool there. We roll the tone back a little bit. You kind of start to approach what that palm muting technique sounded like even just playing normal finger style. It's a little bit rounder than that, obviously, and not as muted, but you kind of get what I'm saying there. So we're at 50% tone-wise. I'll show you again with a pick at 50% tone. And then tone all the way off. We kind of know what we're going to get out of it, but I'll show you anyway. Super muffled, super kind of muddy sound. Not going to really cut through a mix, but it can sound cool at some time. So here you go, tone all the way off. So super cool bass. Definitely a kind of change of tone from what you're used to out of a 34 scale. So if you're currently a bass player that has, you know, a nice bass arsenal but nothing of the short scale variety, great thing to add. If you're a beginning bass player, great thing to start out on because it's the shorter scale length, a little bit easier to play. And if you're a guitar player converting over to bass or just need a bass for your studio or your home demos, anything like that, definitely a great option for you. It's out of the Fender Vintera collection, which is brand new. This is the 60s Mustang bass. Highly impressed by this entire line of Vintera instruments. Todd, Joe, and myself kind of have spoken about them quite a few times since they come in. Whether it be the Tele, the Strat, the modified stuff, the jazz bass, the P bass, and this particular Mustang bass. Very impressive, very nice addition to anyone's collection for sure. So, give us a call at the shop, 412-343-5299. We do free shipping. We have interest-free financing options available all the time. We're here for anything you need as far as questions, any type of guidance. Like I said, massive Fender dealer, Fender custom shop, Gibson, Martin, Taylor. Anything you need, we're here. 412-343-5299. It's empiremusiconline.com. There'll be links down below in the description. And anything you need, please reach out. We'll see you. Thanks.